well performing pickup.
There's a Luna on my screen.
There is a Luna on your screen. Well, Noctis is a Luna main. He's actually really good with the weapon, and he has been performing in tournament with it, so do not let the fact that it's a Luna deceive you.
It's not deceiving me, but it is just always something to comment, because how often do you see a Luna? So the fact that they're performing so strongly, I mean, it's just a testament. And here he comes. Only a trade.
That trade. Also, note the last-ditch effort on that Luna. Oh my gosh, there is lots of green dead stuff on my screen. Triple kill from Zekken right there. He has the Booyah Bomb at the ready. His team is moving over to the left. The Rainmaker is starting to push.
And the Booyah Bomb is going to come out here, as Dennis is just going to move up right through it. Second calls out Jaden coming off the ink rail. There's 2 down on the side of Sendou's head, and it's only the sniper here to defend it. Can he tap shot? No, he can't. He gets taken out, and that's just like that.
Knockout. Right away.
Kathryn Newton showing why they have been so dominant in this tournament so far. And like, they really have, and that's, whoa. Let's see these KDs, because this is gonna be brutal.
That was like Octo expansion gear being worn and stuff too. So this is pure flex going on right now. Very fast knockout right there against a very strong team. That is faster than I expected. I'll tell you that. I mean, obviously, you know, the undefeated team would be the favorite, right? You know, we
sure would.
We would say that, but
I mean, we're talking C1 in the Swiss bracket versus C12 too, but.
That is true, but it's also like, dang.
Yeah, these are, let's remind you, these are strong players. These are 2 from Super Meme, Nick from Enlightenment. I mean, these are not names that you just look at and like, who are these randos just trying to meme? These are very strong players that are pretty well respected, at least for their gameplay. I can't comment on a generalized factor,
too. I mean,
but
again, it's good players on both teams. But right now, man, knocking Kathryn off of this momentum is going to be difficult. Clan Blitz on the Reef, a pretty non-straightforward game type for a lot of people. I think a little bit shaky. So, you know, if you're not playing that well, you are definitely risking.
I think, in my opinion, Clam's Reef is a map mode that really rewards good players and smart play. Like, there's so many different avenues to watch and so many different ways you can go about it. If you have the better game plan and the better skill, and if what you're doing kind of just works more, then I think it just really shows which team is playing better by the result of a match here.
All right, well, let's see how it goes. We have Inkbrush and Luna on stream right now, so some pretty crazy choices. So right now, splash damage weapons go down on both sides. A little bit of a neutral situation, a little bit more yellow paint on the map from what I can tell, however, as Kathryn is putting a little bit more pressure on the paint control of the map right now. Yoshi right now just trying to play a little bit neutral, knows that someone's trying to push over to the left. Multiple people, though. He gets taken out by some good combined fire. Dennis and that Splattershot Pro going to be able to make good use of their opportunity. Dennis gets another pick. I thought Dennis was just a Discord bot. Apparently he also plays Platoon, and he plays it well, as he finally gets taken out by Salt. But more blue members go down, and this is going to be push opportunity for Kathryn if things go well. We'll
actually, a really clutch snipe from Salt there, because that went from being like 3 people pushing to like a 2 people push versus respawn. Like, you know, with three is a lot more than 2. It's a lot more of a difference than you might think, and they still need to collect clams here on the side of Kathryn, so that snipe definitely helps out. And here comes Nick from behind. That's now a man advantage for Sendou's head, but the Luna's trying to shut down the close, but Nick able to maneuver around him. That's Jaden and Nick here together, building up a power clam, and they're going to try to...
What are you doing?
Well, he tosses it back after fumbling it for a bit, but that's Yoshi going down to his side. Nick is just trying to shark a bit, stay alive, but there's so much ink around him.
Yep. Well, he has that baller. He has the survivability. He pops it right away, stays alive. Getting pushed back right now, but I mean, it's a brush. He's going to get that back pretty soon, as he basically is just underneath the map right now. There's some more specials at the ready. He goes for this flank. Nice playing around the Luna, by the way. Every single time we've seen Nick and that Luna get into tussles this game, the Luna has just been outplayed and outmaneuvered. Right now, we have first score goes to Sendou's head. So definitely not a repeat of last game. Down to 39 points already. This is actually really big. Still more clams coming. Baller going off. Clams being thrown in the basket to keep it open. They're at the point basically where they need to go back to the middle of the map for more clams. Push down to 21 points. This is really crazy. Splashdown gets taken out. Nick throws in more clams. He has 2 more. Uses baller, gets another pick, and finally, sorry, I couldn't stop talking because they couldn't stop pushing.
No, I mean, hey, you covered what you needed to. It's a really good thing that they were able to stop that one splashdown, because if they would have messed up the execution there, that could have been a knockout, I believe, because he had a few clams on him and Nick coming to help him as well. But now a baller coming right away to respond. That's going to be both jumps getting in. Let's see if they can both score. They do, down to 60, but I don't see any other clams on their side. They still have the specialists to use it with a push, but now only 2 of them alive and the sniper in a bad position. That's going to be a dead push there, only getting to 60, which does not match the 15 at all. So good defense from Sendou's head. What does Kathryn need to do? Only Kathryn herself. What does she need to do to get back in a good position?
She needs to take the collective Splatoon players that apparently make up her body and basically needs to just start outslaying. I mean, this map really does come down to kill count very often. Like, obviously getting sneaky and, you know, getting into positions where you can keep getting like cheesy kills is good, but that's not going to really work if you're not getting a lot of kills, because it's pretty easy to be mindful of what's going on if you have more members live than the other team on this map. It's when you start dropping is when those cheeky flanks can start working. Look again! Oh! I was going to say, look again at how this Luna versus Luna versus Inkrust matchup is going. It just seems to be like the Luna can't actually like get 2 shots off on the dang thing. It just moves too fast even for a Luna. So the fact that Nick was able to kind of like trick Noctis into being sniped right there was really awesome for him. And here we go. Now we have the push finally being started for Kathryn. Another power clam on the way. Can all these yellow members be cleared out? There are no power clams though. Noctis going to try to pick up 2 clams so he can, you know, extend the push, put dangerous territory. 1 more clam will do it, but do they even have a clam? They do. That is the lead during the last 10 seconds of the game. They should just wait for 7 seconds now. They should just knock it out, and that is going to be it. He missed the first clam.
So that went downhill really fast for Sendou's head. What I really liked in that final push from Kathryn there, they had really good special usage to extend that push, because while they had that baller going off, pressuring Sendou's head back, they had other people getting. Once they had those clams, they then used the Booyah Bomb to allow them to get to that position. It was just really well done after that initial, after those initial couple power clams went in, to extend that push to get the lead and eventually the knockout.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we saw the beginning of that game. That was all Sendou's head. Weird sentence to say, but it's true. That was a huge push all the way to 12, with basically no resistance. And for a while in that game afterwards as well, the Sendou's head was just out slaying. But once Kathryn started to kind of get their stuff together, it's like, no, like, we're good players and we can do that better. And seeing the KDs at the end of that makes that game seem like it's not the way it played out. If I just said, hey, here's the scoreboard, this team won, and you see the KDs, be like, oh, that team clearly just, outslayed the other team and won. But that's not what happened, man. Kathryn was almost dead several times.
They were on the ropes.
Yeah, they really were, and they weren't getting the kills. Like, most of those kills happened, like, in the last,
couple minutes, I would say.
Act 3, like the last third of the game, maybe last 2 minutes. So yeah, good stuff.
I think just really good objective play from Sendou's head for the most part, but when it came down to that clutch end of the game, that defense, just really good job from Kathryn Newton. It just shows how they've been doing so well in this tournament. They can really put it all together at once, and that's what wins games, those big pushes, and they got a couple of them. And when you have the opportunity and you run with it like that, that's what happens. You win. Anyways, Splats and Inkblot Academy, one of the maps that is just so iconic in this game. I feel like it's just been one of the favorites for
By the
so
way,
long.
I think, like, Dr. Prodigy has rated the stream after his little Science Saturday stream, which I always want to see, but I'm always busy. But now that you're in the stream, Dr. Prodigy, can you explain to us what a Kathryn Newton is? Because we know what a regular Newton is. You know, like the force equals like work times volume. That's what it is, right? I'm sure you can get angry about that, Satan, in chat. But what is a Kathryn Newton? Let us know. And
Kathryn Newton right now might be in trouble as Sendou's head getting off to a quick cap of the zone here. Jaden just chilling on top right now. Gets forced off, but he's just trying to paint up from some more armor right now. His teammates getting some good work. Yoshi trying to push in with that splash down, but get taken out. But still 2 down for Kathryn Newton. Jaden having to run away from this baller, though. This might be a stop of the zone if that baller can come through.
See the torpedo pressure going off right now. Gets his shield sniped off, being forced to push back, but you know,
his teammates are able to help him out.
Really, yeah, exactly. The team as a whole is able to be whatever more than a Kathryn Newton is.
Yeah. Looks like Kathryn Newton using specials a bit like one at a time here, and Sendou's head is just doing exactly what they needed to paint over it. Free trying to get in a good position here, but just can't quite seem to do it. And Nick says, "Hello, I got a suction bomb right under you. Happy birthday! What a surprise! Happy Mother's Day, almost. Whatever you are, Kathryn Newton. Maybe you're a mom, but nice look at that! A double kill from Nick to end the game, and Kathryn Newton was definitely in trouble. It was a quick bounce back. That was very, very decisive there.
Kathryn Newton is an American actress. She is best known for her role as Louise Brooks in the CBS television series Gary Unmarried. I don't know if best known is the best way to describe that sentence, because I've never heard of that before.
Well, best known is relative.
Yeah, it is relative. But apparently she's also in Detective Pikachu, so I don't know about that. As well as her role as Alex Nelson in the 2012 film Paranormal Activity 4. Probably more well-known, which earned her the 2013 Young Artist Award for Best Leading Young Actress in a Feature Film. Also, she's in Detective Pikachu.
Also, she's also in the set right now, up 2-1. But very great performance from Sendou's head to prevent the sweep. How will they be able to continue that in its direct control? What went right for that game? Did you pick out anything in particular that seemed like, man, they really made an adjustment, or were they just slaying more? What do you think it was?
They applied several newtons of force.
Wow.
Well, I mean, a little bit of that was the map mode. It was like, hey, this is zones, and we're not letting you get back in. But I mean, you saw how it was working out, right? Like in that first game, well, the first game we really couldn't tell it much about it. The second game, Kathryn Newton just did a better job of just slaying in bursts, whereas like in this game, Sendou's head, like for example, we saw that situation where we thought that Nick was in trouble and his teammates came to back him up. Like that happened like multiple times in a row. It was just teamwork. So that better teamwork, especially coming out of a pickup, is what we really want to see more out of them.
Yeah, especially when we saw like Kathryn Newton I feel like they're kind of using specials 1v1, and when you have a team working so well together, those one special at a time, that's not going to phase them because they're just going to paint right over it and get right in the position they need to be to defend it. But Kathryn Newton right now.
Unmod Moobot, by the way, just take away mod privileges. Like, there's nothing funnier than a bot without mod privileges telling people to stop. All right, continue.
Kathryn Newton starting off here with quick armor and a little baby push here, but they're gonna have to do a bit more than that to get some more points. The Stinger and the Booyah Bomb coming out.
This is a map that typically doesn't go down in one push, but then again, once you're playing with competitive players of a high enough caliber, it's kind of hard to say that because the perfect push can be constructed at any moment.
Sure can. But a few players from Kathryn Newton jumping out there as Second's able to stay by and get a trade. So a 3v3 situation right now. Salt getting, or not Salt, but rather Kathryn Newton Sniper getting a nice pick there on the tower while Salt has to back up and use his Stingray. But it doesn't look like much going on to take map. Most of Sendou's head here stuck on the left side of the map.
Nice
Salt with a nice pick, and that's actually going to be 3 down for Kathryn Newton. So now Sendou's head in a good position to get a push going. Let's see what they can do to put the pressure on.
Right now, not that many members of Sendou's head actually are that close to special. Well, now as I say that, the Stingray is about ready.
And
so
the
that
armor's
kind of
already
changes things
out.
a little bit. But yeah. So all right, so the specials are popping up pretty quickly now as the Stingray goes down. Some picks end up happening, but it seems as though Kathryn Newton is getting more picks than Sendou's head, despite everything that we just talked about. That's going to be a pretty clean sweep of everyone except for Jaden. Jaden gets taken out, and I think that's the end of the push right there.
It should be. Salt is back.
Let's see if there's another nice shot. No? No.
They actually take out Salt, so that's basically a full wipe there coming out from Kathryn Newton. Great work with the Stingray to stop the tower and that choke point right there, and it ends up with a wipe in their favor as they're now mounting even more picks with that slosh machine going down. They're starting to push of their own. Nick goes down there from the sniper. Jaden's doing his best to defend with his brother, but he's going to need to back up a bit. He has no help right now. Salt getting into position. Yoshi maybe going for a flank here from the glass. And can't see much anymore, but Nick able to take out Noctis. Rushes the tower, they take out them, and that's 3 down for Kathryn Newton. So I think a good flank, good stalling with the brother there, able to let his team... They really working together to get back in position to defend at the right time. They're not really jumping the gun on anything. They're seeing the opportunities for where to move, and they're taking them.
The sniper battle's getting pretty high stakes, I'm not gonna lie. Stingray, pretty important. Nice shot.
Ooh, Salt is really getting some nice hits.
Completely making sure that his team does well right now. Immediately after taking out the enemy charger, goes to the Stingray, stops the push, gets back in control. Let's see where the enemy charger actually ends up engaging, which is going to be there. So now Free is in a position where he should have.
And another one.
Soon. Yep.
Almost taking out the Kensabrella as well. Does take out the Kensabrella as well. Free is on a tear now.
Yep.
He's tired of getting sniped. He said, I'm taking over. This game is mine.
All right, here's the armor. Really good for this charger battle right now as he there's a lot of pressure. Zekken right now up top is having trouble dealing with all this.
That's a full wipe. Look at that. So much pressure from the glass there, and that's everything going down. That sniper really opened up for his team to move forward, and they move forward with such urgency. Zekken going all the way to the top right here, not even close to the objective, but he's just getting the picks because they need to deal with him. Running up on Yoshi now, that's a trade, but that leaves only Nick to defend the tower. He's able to stop the push for now, but down to 17, that's a very large push on this map, and one that's going to be hard to come back from in the last 50 seconds.
In a small amount of time, exactly. I don't really know how we can expect this to happen, but if it does, it's going to have to do it pretty thoroughly. Now Nick is able to take a pretty crafty jump right here to get to a flanking position. Let's see how much he's able to make of it. He has missiles. He has suction bombs available to him also to kind of deal with some people, and he's going after Free. Everyone knows he's there. Free jumps out. He's going to need to be able to do something about these missiles coming up. Don't die, don't die.
Nick is able to do a lot right now, but his teammates aren't even in a position to push the objective, and he finally gets sniped by Free. Again, Free showing up. He's making a lot of clutch snipes. Going up against Salt in the charger battle again, and Free's really just taking it. He's saying this set is free as well, because we're about to close it out here with this Stingray.
Oh,
and that's a full wipe, and close it out with the Stingray. He does. That's 2 kills, and that's the whole set for Kathryn Newton.
Kathryn Newton completely... wow, like
they took over.
It was their pushes were ridiculous. That first game, it was just like that one push knockout. The second